Let's talk about cortisol. Cortisol. So, what is cortisol? Cortisol is the stress hormone. And in case you didn't read the title, stress is killing your testosterone. Why is that? Why is stress killing your testosterone? Well, we need to know a little basic biology. I put it very simply. When cortisol, the stress hormone, increases, your testosterone decreases. Okay, so it's like a little balance. Okay, so basically when your testosterone is up, your cortisol is down. But once your cortisol goes up, you start having some kind of stress, whether it be physical stress, mental stress, any kind of stress, psychological stress, testosterone decreases. And as we know, we can't literally avoid stress. Like, stress is going to be in your day no matter what. And that's part of the reason why testosterone basically goes down throughout the day, because you go through some kind of stress, whether you like it or not, throughout the day. So cortisol increases. When cortisol increases, testosterone will decrease. And I wanted to talk about this little reel I saw, or short, or it was one of the Jubilee. I don't know if it's Jubilee. Basically, those interviews where they had a bunch of people, and so this one was basically on they had their testosterone check, and they're lining everybody up between who has the highest testosterone and who has the lowest testosterone, right? And at one end of the line was the bodybuilder, right? He was jacked and everything, and he was at the end of the line. So everybody thought okay, so that guy probably has the most testosterone. But in actuality, he had the lowest amount of testosterone, around 300 nanograms per deciliter of testosterone, which is hella low. You guys want to aim for above 500 nanograms per deciliter. And if you guys want to learn how to do that, I can coach you to do that. A one-to-one coaching package, link in description. But yeah, you want to be above 500 nanograms per deciliter. And that guy was a bodybuilder, had big ass muscles, but he had very low testosterone, 300 nanograms per deciliter. And the reason being is stress. Or one of the conclusions I came to is that a lot of bodybuilders have low testosterone because they're under too much stress. Well, in this case, physical stress, right? And so today I want to talk about how avoiding chronic stress. So what is chronic stress? Basically, chronic means it is happening for a long period of time. So you're under stress for a long period of time. Basically, that's what chronic stress means. And this one really does destroy testosterone. I know I say that in a lot of videos, like how estrogenic stuff, how sleep shortens kills testosterone and shit like that. But another thing that does that is chronic stress. Okay, so So how do we avoid that? How do we avoid chronic stress? So I put some actionable steps here, and it's very simple. You guys probably understand, but we got two: manage stress and improve recovery. Okay, and a lot of people is gonna get what? You're gonna do that? One way to manage stress is to shorten your gym workouts. I know that might sound crazy, and it depends. Elijah, it depends on how long we're gonna shorten it to. You're gonna shorten your gym workouts to maximum 1 hour, and that sounds insane for most people, because a lot of the people I know, even me personally, I go gym for at the minimum would be an hour and 30. Sometimes, at least when I'm training with my boys, it never goes less than an hour and 30. So shortening gym workouts. Why does that work? Again, cortisol is the stress hormone. When you put yourself under physical stress, technically your testosterone is decreasing. So basically when you're in the gym, you don't actually get an increase in testosterone. You actually get a decrease, because your cortisol your cortisol is increasing because you're putting your body under stress, but also there's like an acute spike in testosterone because it's trying to get you to lift the heavy ass weight. It's kind of, yeah, it's acute. I don't know how to say it, but like basically, if you work out longer, that means the longer you are susceptible to stress, right? So chronic stress. That's why that's one of the reasons why this bodybuilder, even though he well, we can only make an assumption. We can only make an assumption that he does weightlifting and for a long period of time. And a lot of people are not recovering as well. I believe that if you do know how to manage recovery to like optimize it fully, you could be working out longer than an hour because the chronic stress won't, you can negate the chronic stress because you're of your optimal recovery, right? But a lot of people don't know how to do that. I actually wrote it down here. You're not overtraining, you're under recovering. So for a lot of people, like, they just don't know how to, well, we'll go back there later. They just don't know how to improve their recovery. Like, a lot of people go gym and they still don't even get at least 8 hours of sleep. If you're not getting your 8 hours of sleep, your testosterone, that is when your testosterone is being produced. That's when your muscle is being built. That's when a lot of the biological processes are working during sleep. Almost, there is no biological process that in your body that does not benefit from sleep. Like, you guys gotta let that sink in. There is no biological process in your body that does not benefit from sleep. Like, every single thing that happens in your body benefits from sleep. So you not getting your 8 hours of sleep is you killing a majority of your digestion, your cognitive function, your memory, but also your testosterone production, your muscle mass building, and all of that stuff that we care about. So you gotta get your 8 hours of sleep. It's so simple, but yet so neglected nowadays for whatever reason. The second thing is eat healthy, right? It's so obvious. Eat healthy. Eat the healthy foods, organic food, whole food. Stop eating the pizza and all of that nonsense, right? You just need to recover correctly. Eat enough protein so your muscles can get the protein it needs. Eat enough fat so your hormones get enough nutrients that it needs, you know? So yeah, you're not overtraining, you're just under recovering. And if you guys want to check if you're recovering or not, use the dynamometer. Buy one, just buy one on Amazon, probably less than $30. Okay? But yeah, manage stress in the best way you can. I just got some random ass things off the top of my head. Stop procrastinating. When you procrastinate, you're having this like stressful thing in your midst of your mind throughout the whole day. It's kind of like the eat the frog thing, eat the frog concept. Like, when would you eat a frog in a meal, right? Would you eat it first, or would you wait for it to be the last thing? Would you eat the steak and then the steak and the eggs and and then desserts and then eat the frog? When would you do it? When would you eat a disgusting looking frog? You would eat it first. Why? Because the anticipation builds up the stress, right? If you were to do the most disgusting thing first, the hardest thing in your arsenal first, you will not be under that mental stress anticipating it for later. So that's what the concept eat the frog means, which basically means do the hardest thing on your to-do list first. Do it first thing in the day, and you ate the frog. You don't need to think about it for the rest of the day. And that will help you eliminate this chronic stress, that feeling like, damn, I gotta hit this. Like, if you're a fat zone, you never hit the gym before, and you dread going gym, that's probably one of the things, right? Like, I gotta if you had to hit the gym late at night, like, for majority of us though, we love hitting the gym. So an eat the frog task would probably be like, for me, recording videos. We want to record videos early in the morning because I don't want to record videos early in the morning. I don't want to do it at all. But you got to do it. You got to do it. Okay? The last thing, do things that you like. Okay? So I know um, this well, what I was thinking about that one is like, imagine being in a job that you hate for the rest of your life, or for a majority of your time living. You're not doing a job that you like doing. Think about how much stress your mind will be under, how much chronic stress. But and then imagine if you were doing something that you actually enjoyed doing. You know, you actually enjoyed the process of the work that you do. You know, writing, scripting. At least, what I'm talking about is YouTube videos. You actually enjoy the process of doing testosterone research. Imagine that. Does that put stress on you? Yeah, good stress though. Bad stress is like, you know, it has no benefit to you and you get nothing out of it. It's just a pain in the ass, basically. So do things that you like. So it won't be seen as dreadful. It'll be seen as, yeah, man, this is awesome. I'm vibing. I'm vibing, jiving. But yeah, so this was a short video. I hope it was short. On testosterone, on chronic stress, keep that low. Basically, is the moral of the story. When cortisol increases, testosterone decreases, which basically means if you don't know how to manage recovery, keep your workouts short. Keep it less than 1 hour. If you don't want to end up like my low T bodybuilder friend on Jubilee or whatever that interviewing thingy was called. Okay, so I'll see you guys in another video. If you guys want some testosterone coaching, one-to-one coaching, hit the link in the description. I'll see you guys in another video. Deuces. Mwah.